State. And I believe that Florida State had actually had several press conferences because they thought they had landed him. But then he pulled off the table and started toying around with this Ole Miss thing. And then, of course, you got Arkansas. And then Billy Napier supposedly has interviewed, and he interviewed really well since State's not going after him now. So, that may come back to bite us in the ass in a couple of years or next year. Who knows if they pick him. And then who else is out there that they've looked at? They talked about Crazy Boy at Washington State, but he just got a new contract a couple hours before this podcast came out. He signed through 2024. So, hats off is what they bring in. They're the hottest name right now is the guy from Charlotte. Young guy, he's like 34 years old. Charlotte's only been playing football for like a couple of years, and he took them to a win this year. I know nothing else about the guy, but he's young and innovative is what they say. So who knows?
The network wants to get their hands on him so they can mold him.
Yeah. So.
See what happened with Hugh Freeze when the network got their hands on him, huh?
Yeah, maybe Hugh Freeze in a dental chair will come back and they can help coach Ole Miss this next year. I don't know. So that wraps up football, and that was a lot of time on football we spent there. So,
Kylin Hill won the Conerly.
Oh yeah. And so we were talking so much about Kylin, we forgot to mention him showing off and winning the Conerly Trophy, and hats off to that. That gives Mississippi State, I think, 5 winners in 7 years, if I remember correctly, or something like that.
I don't have it in front of me right now.
Check that or whatever, but Kylin, his hats off to that. I know it was close in the voting originally with John Rice Plumlee, but because of the Egg Bowl, we shut him down. That's kind of shut down his voting. And Kylin Hill jumped way up.
Now, here is something that, of course, I'm a graduate of an HBCU. I went to Mississippi Valley State University. But I've been a Bulldog fan since I was 9 years old. But when you look at all of the players who were finalists from all of the 8 institutions across Mississippi, I'm happy Kylin won it. But if Kylin Hill didn't win it, Felix Harper out of Alcorn State should have won it. The young man came out of nowhere. After Alcorn State's do-it-all quarterback Noah Johnson goes down for the season, and leads Alcorn to the SWAC championship game. In 10 games, or close to 2,400 yards passing, 29 touchdowns. He's also a dual-threat quarterback. And I know he probably wasn't going to win it over Plumlee or Kylin coming from a SWAC school. But if Kylin doesn't win it, with Plumlee playing on a losing squad, you have to give that to Felix Harper. I know this probably going to be unpopular with some of our Mississippi State fans, but when you take out prestige or conference and look at what that young man meant to Alcorn State's season, he was the most important player on his squad. Without Felix Harper playing the way that he played, Alcorn State ain't going to a second consecutive SWAC championship game. I understand, when you compare FBS to FCS, you may not match up well on the field. But as far as, to me, this is the Mississippi State Heisman, what the Conerly is. Say it's the best player in Mississippi. And as far as the most important player to his team, success, man, that was Felix Harper, man. Even though we won 6 games, without Felix Harper, Alcorn don't have a winning squad this year. So that's my opinion on that. So if Kylin doesn't win it, Felix Harper should have been second in my opinion.
I went and fact-checked my thing real quick, and we have won the last 5 out of 7.
This is our state.
Trophies in it. Yeah, and so, it's crazy. Like, I went through and I was looking at previous winners of that award, and like I said, we've won the last several, but there were a lot of people that I didn't recognize, and there were some smaller schools that produced the winners. I was like, man, how bad of football, no offense to State and everything, but there were some people that I hadn't seen or heard of, and like you said, some of these smaller schools, and they were winning the award. There's like Mississippi College might have had a winner.
Here's the thing with me. Let's run them down. 1996, Tregno Thomas out of Delaware State. I remember seeing him play. He was a beast at running back out of Delta State. That is back when Delta State was like going undefeated every year in Division III. Other finalists that year were Marchant Kenny out of USM, Chris Mangum out of Ole Miss. Stuart Partridge won in 97, and this is also before they started having all of the finalists from each school. In 97, Partridge won. Other finalists were Avery out of Ole Miss and Sertain out of USM. J.J. Johnson won in 98. Deuce McAllister in 99. Josh Bright, quarterback out of Delta State. He was the beast. Eli Manning in 01. Rod Davis out of USM in 02. Eli Manning again in 2003. Michael Bowley in 2004. Jarius Norwood in 05. Patrick Willis in 06. Damian Fletcher in 07 out of Southern Miss. Juan Joseph, rest in peace, out of Millsaps. Yeah, Juan Joseph was a beast.
Yeah, that's when I saw that, I was like,
Juan Joseph was a beast. He was an undersized through at that quarterback out of the state of Louisiana. And I didn't get a chance to meet him. I interacted with him on Facebook. And I was gonna get him to be a guest on my show down here, but unfortunately he passed away before I got a chance to get him on for an interview. And he was trying, and with me being down here, he was shot and killed trying to break up a fight. And it's just a sad way to. But his brother had an awesome career at Southern, Dre Joseph. After Juan Joseph, Booby won it in 09. Chris White won it in 2010. 2011, Austin White out of Southern Miss. 2012, bad fumbling at the goal line, Bo Wallace out of Ole Miss. Yeah, I took a shot there. Gabe Jackson won it in 2013. Then Dak in 2014. Dak again in 2015. 2016 saw Ole Miss win it 2 times in a row. Evan Ingram and A.J. Brown. 2018 saw Jeffrey Simmons take it home, and 2019 Kylin Hill takes it home. Yes, we have been dominant. Mississippi State has been dominant in winning the Conerly Trophy. Best football players in the state.
And the Ken Hall Award too.
Ken Hall. Drake Dorbick won that award out of USM. Yeah, we weren't going to win that. Only person who probably could have won that was the center, Darrell Williams.
Shout out to him. He had a great season. He just got invited out to one of it's not the Senior Bowl, it's the NFL PA Bowl. Teams go play in. So shout out to him. He just got invited and accepted that this past week. I posted that. So, anyways, that's basically the end of the season recap. That was probably about an hour. If people are still here, let's take a commercial break.
Right.
And we'll come back and talk basketball.
All right. We'll be back after this Midtown Outfitters commercial.
Hey, guys. Let's talk about my first sponsor that's been with me since Jump, and that's Midtown Outfitters. If you're looking for the latest trendy Mississippi State gear, I highly suggest you go check out their store. If you can't make it into the Starkville area, check out their online store at midtownoutfitter.com. Tell them J Stubbs sent you.
Yes, indeed. And Stubbs, when I be seeing you post all those goodies for Midtown Outfitters, I'll just be thinking to myself, I hope they got my size. I hope they got the fat man size for Derek.
They carry up to 4 or 5Xs.
I need that 5X, bruh.
So, all right. So, shout out to Midtown. They're some of my favorite people. Christmas is coming. Go by and see them. Tell them we sent you. But let's jump into basketball now. Let's jump into men's basketball. By the time this
You'll
podcast
say the
goes
latest for last. Yeah.
this game is going to be over with. But State plays Louisiana Tech tonight at the Hump. They'll be kicking off shortly because we're recording this before the game. But hopefully State handles business tonight and beats them. You know, going into this game, I think we are like, what are we, 7-1, 6-1? 6-1. So
yeah, that first game doesn't count.
That one loss was the Nova, and if you watch that game, we were there for most of the game. If they don't go on that 16-0 run that basically killed us, they were there the whole time. It was definitely one of those March Madness type games. Like these two teams, it was like a Sweet 16 game to me watching it. I don't know if you got to watch it because it was in the middle of a day game. So,
no,
of course, like I said, I've been off third crazy and in the house. And, I got to watch some of those conference games because they were played at like 2 o'clock. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm home. Look what I get to watch. And this team is so talented. And we haven't got to see Weatherspoon play. Once he gets back in that lineup, once Nick gets back, he's basically our best on-ball defender. It's going to be a very interesting team. So I think this might be one of the most talented teams we've put on the court since at least in the last decade. I mean, this is going back to Lawrence Roberts' days. This is how talented everybody on the starting lineup is either a 4 or 5-star or a very high 3-star. And those are Abdul and Muller, and that kid is going to be something special. If you haven't seen him play as a freshman, he's already dropped 20 in the game. He's getting a lot of playing time right now with Nick being out, but I see him being the next D-Boss at Mississippi State. That's just my mindset of his size and how he plays. Keep an eye on him for the next however long he sticks around. Hopefully he sticks around for a little while.
I like DJ Stewart, man, and he's not even starting, but he's doing it big, man. I mean, DJ Stewart, is having a good game. I mean, he's averaging 10 points a game off the bench. I mean, he's our best 3-point shooter. As far as next to Woodard, percentage-wise, they both shoot 41%. But of course, Tyson Carter shoots and makes the most. We
got 5 players that average in double figures.
Yeah. And Molinar is one of them. Actually, I would like them to keep Molinar in the starting lineup, man. Let Nick Weatherspoon come off the bench. You don't reward him with giving him a starting spot. You let him come off the bench.
I one-up you one, and if I'm running with all 3 of them, and I'm running Perry at center with Woodard at power forward because he's a beast.
So you're going to put AD on the bench.
And I'm sticking, no offense, he might lead the SEC in blocks, but we haven't started SEC play. But that dude disappears. I'm putting my 5 best on the floor. I don't care if it's 3 guards, a small forward, and a power forward. I'm running and gunning with this team.
Well, he definitely can't score.
I don't know what's going on with the kid. I mean, he's just fast.
He can't score at all.
And every time they throw it down low, it scares me. And he drops the ball. And or we hold. Sometimes the great things happen. But, like I said, I'm glad that DJ's playing in there. I'm shocked that we redshirted him last year because he started out in Maroon Madness. He won the dunk contest and stuff like that last year. And it's great that we got the redshirt him, I guess, for the future. And this is just one thing. But personally, I wish we would have been able to redshirt Tyson Carter when he was a freshman just to give him this extra year so he don't be a junior right now because now he's peaking. And it could have given him that freshman year to try to put on to weight, even though he really hasn't bulked up in these 4 years here. But I feel like we could have had another year with that kid. And this goes back to your old buddy, Arthur. Me and him went round and round about Tyson Carter because, he's not a Starkville fan. He always puts down Starkville players, whether it's football, basketball,